Johnson. And you look at Paul George, Doris, he really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about two things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
And the rejection by Wembanyama! Outside for George. Buries it from three-point range. George has got 7 points in the game.
Great ball movement there.
And taken away by Johnson. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. There's the pass to Kuzma. Poole with no one around. They can't stop the run with that one.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's Poole. A wide open look here for Kuzma. The Wizards with another miss. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Rebound by the Wizards. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, what did them in was all the missed free throws. It could have been a much different outcome.
I thought the frustration at the line was evident, and it makes it easy on the defense when you're not capitalizing once they put you at the free throw line.
Wizards have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss, wide open.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Greg, it just seems like every night Kyle Kuzma is going to put up double digits.
And he has the potential to be a double-double. Double threat. Just needs to get more aggressive on the glass.
Johnson for three. Buries the long-range jumper. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. It's stolen by Johnson. Takes the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And here is Poole after the three-pointer from Johnson. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Poole.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now, here's Kuzma. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Johnson, the pass to Valanciunas. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
A nice shot by George.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 15 points for Johnson.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Poole, the pass to Johnson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Wizards shoot their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. We've seen players criticized for skipping their media obligations after tough losses, Greg. How egregious is that in your opinion?
Well, you know, they say the true test of character is how you respond to when things aren't going your way. So, for me, it's important to be accountable in those tough moments. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Here's Washington, who provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. A drive by Poole. He kicks to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Johnson in the corner. Hands it from downtown. Johnson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Washington.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Down low, here's Westbrook. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got his third assist on the night. Wizards trail by 17. Poole with it. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Rockets in Houston. Kuzma with it. Out-guarded by Wembanyama. Poole no good.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Westbrook, no good. And so Poole will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Lets it go with the three. It's through for his second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Johnson can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 14. Kuzma, right side. The teardrop falls in.
Wow, how about the floater game from Kyle Kuzma?
Spurs shooting at a nice 53% rate to start the game. They're sticking to the campaign.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. You gotta like what Shorty has done in this game.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Kisper comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Hayes subbed in for Jordan. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Here's Gafford. Last game we saw him score 13. Here's Hayes, and it's Shorty with the foul. Spurs leading by 16. They've got Paul George, Russell Westbrook out there with Johnson. Then there's Wembanyama, and it's Johnson in at the power forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And here is Poole after the three-pointer from Johnson. And Johnson is right there.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Pass to Wembanyama. The high post shot. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And the shot is good from Johnson.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Johnson for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. They'll take on the Thunder at Paycom Center after this one. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. On the wing, George. Back to Johnson. Wembanyama left side. And the Spurs scoring again.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, simply stated, simply not enough effort, not enough attention to detail. They've gotten run over this evening.
Here's Washington after the basket by San Antonio. Passes it to Valanciunas. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Back to Johnson. Puts up a deep three. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Johnson's got 21 in the game.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Deflects the pass. Shoots the three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Indeed, with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Out to the wing. Westbrook kicks to Johnson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Washington. Inside. Valanciunas inside. And Wembanyama on him. No good from Valanciunas. Spurs leading by 20. George dishes to Johnson. Takes a three. Tries from 7. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got assist number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Wembanyama.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And sports may be the ultimate meritocracy. Doesn't matter where you're from, your grade, your background. You got to have game, right?
Kevin, it's a beautiful thing. Some players grew up with a father in the NBA. Others were a world away. Either way, when you get here, you know you've earned it.
Offensive rebound.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Johnson up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Yep, that one goes. And it's 9 points for Jordan Poole.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Spurs.
Floats it up for Wembanyama. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Kuzma, left side. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Wembanyama passes to Johnson.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
Pass to Poole. The Wizards working the ball around now. And it's Shorty with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
The pass to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down home.
Well, that sends a clear message to the defense. Russell Westbrook up high in a strong finish.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the 2nd quarter. And it's Shorty with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Now here's Johnson. 11 points in the game. Over in the corner, Poole. Drills it from outside. Poole's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Shorty in his last game out against the Pelicans was all business. He scored 45 points and did his job on defense with an impressive number of steals. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
San Antonio calls timeout. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has mismanagement. Give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
And here is Poole. Following the three from Johnson.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
From Banyama.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
And when Banyama throws it down.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And Westbrook throws it down.
How about the high-flying antics of Russell Westbrook? The alley-oop. My goodness, that's pretty.
Poked away, and so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the 76ers. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And San Antonio, they've proven time and time again this season that not only are they for real, but they may be the team to beat.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Daniel Gafford comes in for Valanciunas, and Kispert subbed in for Jordan Poole. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable. Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fan.
And so it's San Antonio, leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. From
Navy, the Wizards. 59.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different. Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Kuzma. No good on the quick three. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. So the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Johnson. Jordan Poole is out there with Washington. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Wizards shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Poole, the pass to Johnson. To the left side wing. Washington kicks to Kuzma. Wembanyama with the rebound. The Spurs shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. And here's Johnson outside. Rebound, Washington. Kuzma's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Poole on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Poole no good.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And it's Washington missing.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
What we know unequivocally is the best players being your hardest workers, the guys who want to be held accountable, make such an impact on your program, and that is Russell Westbrook to a T.
He hits the second from the line. Tipped away. To the middle. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Westbrook's got 11.
You can make the case that Russell Westbrook is the best rebounding point guard in the NBA. His willingness to get offensive boards, oh, yes, sir, that's part of his game.
He was all alone on that one.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Washington against Johnson. Shoots over Washington. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Here's Kuzma. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Spurs on defense. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Johnson surveying the floor. From the arc. Rebound by the Wizards.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Launches a three. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 6 assists in the game. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The Wizards shooting 43% from the field. Having another steal.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
And you're right, an absolute pest on the defensive end.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Johnson finds Westbrook. That shot is off. Excellent D there by Johnson. And the Wizards with possession. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Kuzma with it. George picks him up. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Washington called for the foul.
Well, over time, Russell Westbrook has worked on perfecting that up fake. He takes pride in getting the defenders off their feet.
And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Now, Poole, 14 points for him. It's stolen by Johnson. Down low. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Poole. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 15 here tonight. Johnson dishes to George. Kicks it to Westbrook. Johnson against Washington. Here's George. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. George has got 19 points.
Boy, what focus. Little contact there. Paul George not deterred.
And here is Washington. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
They've been active defensively. They've also terrific depth of shots at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose
I think
somebody,
one of the things that
would
also
probably
strikes
be
me
it.
is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
The Wizards, 114.
Put me on top, city on lock, they like when he gon' drop. He